Okay, guys and gals, let's take a look and see what's going on at crude oil. This is the /CL, okay, light sweet crude oil futures, December 2021 contracts, okay. This is after the future market closed for the day, November 8th, 2021. You know, I gotta be honest with you, the crude oil surprised me a little bit. I thought it would come down maybe a little bit more here and get a little bit closer to this 50-day moving average, which at that time was 76.11, okay? But it bounced, before that, which that's a good thing. Oh my gosh. That's potentially a very strong sign for crude oil, okay? And stick with me on this because we're going to look at the weekly, which to me showed some weakness. But this right here on the daily looks pretty strong, guys. If I just looked at this chart only, I'd say it's going to go above the all-time, well, this high in recent times of 85.41. I think crude oil now it's ready for $90. You like that? $90? It's ready for $90 or higher, guys. I really believe that's where crude oil's going based on what I'm seeing here. There's a lot of strength now in crude oil. It didn't even come down and touch this 50. I thought it'd get at least a little closer. It didn't. I remember somebody, I think one of my subscribers, I said $76 looked possible. Well, I can't always get it right. It happens. But in this case, the strength looks pretty doggone solid here. Wow. Got a nice bounce off the bottom of the Big Daddy. Even the SMI didn't break below, like way back here, below its bottom line. It just bounced right off the bottom line. Very nice. Okay, let's take a look at the monthly. Long-term view of what's going on with crude. Just sitting up there, well above the 50-month moving average, which at 27% is kind of high. Let's look. Where is this one? 17, yeah. 14, 15. So that's why I was saying, last week that crude oil looked like it could come down, because you've got a serious amplitude percentage distance between the candlestick and the 50, right? Let me go back a little bit further here and just look further back and see what's going on with crude oil. Yeah, it keeps wanting us to come down and touch the 50. It broke well below, of course, there. That was a monster. Remember that. All-time lows. So far, since February of 2021, it's been trading like hot potatoes. Okay. The SMI, the MACD shows some pretty decent strength here. Okay, the RSI is still not really hot, so that's a good thing. Okay, the amplitude percent is high, but the RSI is near its top, but it's not like above it. The thing though is we do have some diversion signals here. 3-month diversion signals going on. Lots of 3-month diversion signals going on in crude. You can see the last time that happened, the price came down. Okay. So be mindful of that this distance is starting to create some serious diversion signals. But this is all fairly elevated, but not to the point to where I'd be super concerned about it yet. Okay. Let's go look at the weekly. See if I can zoom in a little bit better here. What's going on with this thing? There we go. 19%. Got these 2 weeks that pulled back here a little bit. See, this is what concerns me, is the weekly shows some weakness here. It's possible it could just come down like this on the SMI and bounce up, right? And it never gets down very far and just bounces off that top line. Okay, that's the thing that bothers me, is that weekly chart does show some weakness. So I'm not convinced yet on the daily. Go back to the daily here. And then we will take a look at the hourly here. I'm not convinced on the daily that this is going to be super strong. Even though if I only looked at this chart and say, oh, forget about it, we're going to 90. If I only looked at this chart only, I'd say we're going to 90. But when I look at the weekly, then it brings into question whether or not it's just going to it's going to meet some resistance up there near that high. Temporarily on the daily, this looks pretty strong. Could have another, let's see, where's that up? $84, okay. We're at 82. We'll see if we get any kind of resistance up there in like the $84 range. What happens when we get to the top of these candlesticks? What's it going to do? Okay, let me just look at the end of this cycle is November 17th. I'm talking about this cycle right here. If you don't know about cycle analysis, basically, just real quick, wherever the cycle ends, that's usually where we see some type of low. You can see it happened here and it happened here. Didn't really show up here except in that one candlestick right there. Okay, so there is a little bit of a low expected somewhere around November 18. So keep that in mind, you know. It doesn't mean prices will come crashing down, but usually that will put an influence on prices and kind of make them stall, maybe come down, right? So here's the thing. On the weekly, looks like it's giving up some strength. It looks kind of weak. The daily for the moment looks strong, but I'm not sure it's going to take off and go above 90 because of that weakness in the weekly. So really got to pay attention to see what this does. Will it break above this, or are we just going to hit this kind of like this, right in this area around $84 and stall? So I think short term, if I had to just flip a coin here, I think it might be good to $84. And that's pretty good money between where we're at 82 and change up to 84. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Definitely tradable. Let's look at the hourly. See what's going on with the hourly here. Yeah, that hourly, boy, doesn't give off a lot of confidence. Okay, did stay above it here, bounced off it. Didn't really touch it, bounced, came up. So it is staying above the 50, but just a lot of red candlesticks in here. A lot of red candlesticks peppered in there. Okay, not seeing any diversion signals though as of recent. So you know, we are above the 50-hour, looking pretty healthy here. A little bit, maybe concern right there. With the Big Daddy starting to show a little bit, maybe it's getting a little peaky and come down. We'll keep an eye on that. But remember, that's just the hourly chart. So last look at the daily. I think we could get up there. You know, I think there's room here to go. Right, even if it just only gets up a little bit. I think we might get what's the top of that candlestick right there. 83.4. I could see it easily getting to the top of this candlestick right here, maybe even to the top of that one, which is 84.4. So I think somewhere between $83 and $84 is definitely doable really short term. So considering at 82, yeah, I think there's a possible trade there. Looks pretty good to me. Okay, guys and gals, listen. I've had a lot of people ask me about membership. Do you provide subscription? You know, can we subscribe? And I've been contemplating that. Well, I'm happy to announce that, yes, I put out a premium service for members only. Okay, the join button's right below this video. $5.95 a month, guys. Super cheap. Okay, take advantage of it. Okay, I'll put out 1 or 2 videos a month minimum of opportunities I think could be really good for a trade. Okay, remember, guys, educational videos only, paper trade stuff only. What you do with it is your business. Okay, so take advantage of it while you can, because if a lot of people join, then I'm gonna have to raise the price because there's gonna be more support involved. Okay. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. Give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to click that little bell to be notified of all the videos as I put them out. We'll talk to you all real soon again next time.